What is going on YouTube? This is Simon T. Simon here, coming to you guys with a Burning Abyss deck profile by Coleman. So Coleman, without further ado, let's get started.
Alright, so these are the new Burning Abyss guys. Scram. Scram is a 800 attack, 2000 defense guy where once per turn you can do one of two things. Either you have no backer, you can drop him for free, or when you have when this card is sent to the graveyard, at the end phase you can search your deck for one level 3 fiend, any fiend you want. So by default, it means all the other Burning Abyss you can tutor for, and so is the beloved tour guide.
Okay.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. Alright, so next it's Graph. Graph is good. I should talk about these two together because they're both like literally the same card. Both of them have the come down for free effect just like Scram does, and both of them has the same revival effect. At the moment where these two hit the graveyard in any way, it can find any Burning Abyss monsters, including Scram, and put them back into the field. The one thing that all three Burning Abyss share is that all three of them is that if they have something that's not Burning Abyss on the board, they blow themselves up. Fortunately, stuff like Tour Guide and Crane will negate that effect. So you can still make very safe level 3 plays. So those are the Burning Abyss core that like the floaters. Okay. These are the tutors that the deck needs. Free Tour Guide needs no explanation because the entire deck is level 3 fiends, and Crane also can drag them up and have their effect negated so they don't blow up. So that's another rank 3 that you can play.
Okay, perfect.
Now for the utility of this deck. 2 Mathematicians, because Mathematician, as you know, the Shaddolls are really getting popular and they all float. Well, this deck all floats as well, and that's why Mathematician is very good in here.
Exactly.
And they usually, their rank 3, it's not usually that helpful, but if there is a lone tour guy that got Breakthrough's Guild and finish, then you can still make plays of them. So he still mingles with the deck pretty well.
Perfect.
And finally, I don't have a Chaos Sorcerer, I don't know why. 1 BLS, 1 Chaos Sorcerer.
So this is a Chaos Sorcerer.
Chaos Sorcerer. This deck runs Dante and Mechanical Angelier, which are both light. So those are the light access for this deck that you can use.
Cool.
And so that's it for the main deck monsters. Okay. Now we're off to the spells. 1 Soul Charge. This deck has a revival card, which we'll get to in a bit. But Soul Charge is Soul Charge. No further explanation is really needed. Okay.
Broken.
1 Book of Moon. Standard. 1 Foolish Burial. Everything is free in here. So when you Foolish a Burning Abyss, you will get a free card, regardless of what you do. So that's a really good first turn play. 2 Typhoons. Experimental for now. I just don't like how Pendulums are working out right now, and maybe signing them a bit later. I'm not too sure. Dark Hole. Dark Hole, some people say you shouldn't main this, but I main it because all these guys can come up for free, and if they go to the graveyard, they come up, drag each other else back out as well. So Dark Hole, in a way, it's like basically it can be a free opponent clear field, field clear.
Exactly.
Then Allure of Darkness, self-explanatory. And then there's the 2 rank up magic Astral Forces. The rank up magic, like I'm pretty sure some of you have already seen it on the Konami blog, is that what they do is that we trying to rank up the rank 3s to the rank 5s because this deck is really lacking in the free power department because it only can summon rank 3s. So with this, I can go into detail later, but basically this targets the highest rank exceed on the board, and ranks it up by 2 levels, but it must be, the type must match and the attribute must match. We will get to that when we get an extra deck bit. Now for the traps. This is a bit long. 1 compulsory, 1 trap, bottomless. I'm going to replace it with Chaos Space-Time later. Warning, really standard stuff. Nothing really to say about these. 2 Raigeki Breaks. These can go interchange with Wing Blast depending on how my mood goes around this deck. But eventually, like obviously, you get a lot of free discards in this deck, so that in a way is really helpful. 2 Breakthrough Skills. 2 Breakthrough Skills because it's standard. 2 Fiendish Chains. 2 Fiendish Chains are also like pretty standard. I might try to play around with them. 2 Traveler of the Burning Abyss. How this card works is if any Burning Abyss hit the graveyard this turn, no matter how they got there, you can flip this card they all get special summon. So in a way, it's another soul charge. Okay. But it's time specific, and I need to learn to play around this a little bit before I play with it even more. But this is like just basically free summon, free exceeds. 2D persons.
That's it.
And then that's it for the main deck. Okay. So on to the exceeds. These are the rank 3 exceeds that doesn't need Astral Force going to, like have no Astral Force targets. They're just standard. Levier, I banished in this deck using BLS or Lure Darkness. Levier helps. Zenmain, apart from this dragon can do some opening plays and go Scram.
Yeah.
Detach Scram, go to 25 and get a search with Scram at the end phase. And then we'll get to the Astral Force Reliant guys. Unfortunately, I don't have some of this stuff yet. The first one is Chronomaly Crystal Chrononaut. That thing is a psychic, I believe it's 19 or 18 to whatever defense, and it says what you can detach one, you will not be affected. Any battle damage is unaffected to you and deal to the opponent instead. So it's basically a stall card. It's like a less damage, but the important thing that I see is light and a psychic, which means he can go with Astral Force into the C69, which is the 4000 beater in this deck, which is little unnecessary at this point, but later on in the metagame, we will need this to run over stuff like Apocalypse Killer. Angelier can go into Terrace. Okay? Angelier itself is already pretty good as a defensive card, so if you can Astral Force into that, which matches the Fairy and the Light type, that's another thing that you can go into.
Yeah.
And of course, the one that they talked about, Dante, going to Terrace. Dante is that when you can detach one, then mill 3 cards. Then it's like basically card trooper. You gain 500 attack for each. So like whatever Burning Abyss that you mill gets their effect at the same time. Also, whenever this card goes in the graveyard at any time, he can also fetch a Burning Abyss and go straight to hand. Now the thing is that if I rank it up with use rank up with Astral Force to go to Pleiades, if I detach this with Pleiades, I get the effect also.
Yeah.
So it's actually quite potent. Right now, I might try to play 2 Pleiades, but we'll see what happens here.
Exactly.
And then Genosaurus and Volcasaurus against, I don't know why I don't have one, but Genosaurus.
Oh, Genosaurus.
Yeah,
level 3.
Yeah, that level 3. So it's really pointless, but it's like but it's worthwhile to run this so that you can get to Genosaurus.
Exactly.
Volcasaurus. And Volcasaurus, it's already itself already. If there's room in this deck, I'd probably could go Gaia Charger, but I haven't really looked at the extra deck room. And then finally, Alucard and Van Bram, I don't have it either. Yeah,
Bram? Oh, level 5, right?
Yeah, the rank 5 guy. You have him?
Bram. Oh no, I don't have him.
Oh well, whatever. Bram is that he can revive himself once, and well, no, actually, as long as he needs to, but he only comes back at a limited amount. But Alucard is a target to go to Bram, so I might actually put a Gaia Charger in here if there is a chance to do that. But it's a shame that doesn't run 2s. Otherwise, it would have been. So that's it. Like this deck so far has been running more than I expected. Like everything floats in this deck, and everything interacts well. Like I was playing against Yangzing earlier today, and he blew 4 of my cards back. But because Scram is beneath one of them, one of the things he found out, I can use the Scram to fetch to a tour guide to give me an effective backup strat.
Yeah.
Instead of just like topping. So like with this deck, you don't really top unless you really play stupid and you just waste all your resources at the beginning. But there's also like going to be a lot more stuff coming out for these cards in the next few sets. So I don't know. There would be improvements to this deck when it needs to. But
definitely,
that's the deck.
Thank you so much, Coulson. Coleman. Thank you so much, Coleman, for your deck profile. Don't forget to subscribe YouTube. Give this video a thumbs up. Thanks to you, Coleman, again. Team Samsung, Sam signing out. Peace.